Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So I'm continuing with the kind of readings where I'm just like, universe, tell me whatever you want to tell me. So I don't know who it's for. It's either going to be a reading, it's going to resonate, or it's not. So if it's not your reading, if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. I don't know what's going to come through. I have got intuitive messages though, so I've got a little bit of a start. Now, there's definitely something coming through. I've been picking up on it all week. Now, a little bit of a story, but last year, around this time of the year, I made a wish on a dandelion, and it was for somebody else to be happy. It was like, no matter what kind of thing, I want that person to be happy. I want to get the things to come to them that's going to make them happy, like whatever that is or whoever that is. So a selfless wish, right? So this could be a collective message. I don't know if it's going to be a personal reading or if it's like collectively wishes are granted, because I was hearing a wish is granted, a wish is granted. Now this was a good week or so ago. I also saw my mum in a dream, so it felt like quite a big thing. It was like wish granted, excuse me, showing me like dandelions as well, because I made a wish on a dandelion. So I don't know if they were telling me my own personal wish was granted, like yes, that person is going to be happy, or I don't know, but it was like a selfless wish is granted. And now I keep seeing it in readings. I've seen it in Santaro's reading. I saw it on another reading who I can't remember the name of the reader, but it was this exact card as well on her thumbnail, and it spat out as I was kind of like getting the cards ready. So I'm also getting drawn, so this could be another signifier for somebody. I'm really getting drawn to like red thread as well. So I used to do this like a year ago, like on the start of my readings, have this like little red thread. Now it is, I believe it's something from Jewish culture, and I don't mean to like do cultural appropriation. I just kind of do what my guides point me to, but there's this thing about like the 7 knots. You can Google it, I don't know. I think like Buddhism does it as well, so whatever it means to you, right? But I was drawn to like get the thread. Now I want to just kind of say, don't do binding spells on anyone. So if you were to be into doing magic and manifesting and things like this, never ever do a spell where it's like, I bind this person to me, or I like love spells and things like this, because you're taking away that other person's autonomy, and that's really bad karma. So don't do that. If you love somebody, wish for them to be happy. Yeah, but the red thread seems to be a thing. So and also I saw a dandelion. So like a dandelion clock, right, with the puffy top, and it had a red tie around it, like it was a gift. So it's like, here's your gift, the wish is granted kind of thing. So that's all really, really positive and nice. So as I was kind of thinking about this in my head, I was thinking about like the dandelions and the wish being granted, and this spat out. Like, you cannot make it up, right? You can't make it up. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. It's like you've won the lottery or something. I mean, I don't think, again, that's not a good wish to have, because I think a sincere wish is not just like, I want money for the sake of having money. You might have a sincere wish of, I wish I would win the lottery because somebody's sick and I really need to pay for the treatment. That is a more genuine, selfless wish. And again, it's the selflessness which is causing this wish to be granted. So then as I was thinking about all this as well, I was thinking, oh yeah, I wished for that person to be happy. That card came out with that card. So I don't know, firecracker and excitement. Maybe somebody needs a bit more excitement in their life and that's going to make them happy, but I don't know, you cannot make it up. Literally, I was thinking about the wish for somebody to be happy. Happiness came out. So it's all very positive from the start, I want to say. Now I don't know if that's going to be the reading, but let's get some signifiers. So I'm going to get some Scrabble letters. My nail varnish, just to kind of say, it's not quite dry. It's really taking its time to dry today, so it's probably going to get really scruffy as I do this. My daughter's very, very impatient it's bank holiday Monday, and she's really impatient to go out somewhere, so I'm trying to rush. Oh, blue nail varnish as well. I was told blue nail varnish, so that could be something for somebody too. What else, please? So we have you. Very, very warm as well. UE. Signifiers so people know this is their reading. L. One more I'm being told. Oh. I don't take it. Electric Light Orchestra. I don't know. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. It might be your initials. It might make you think of something. I don't know. Time in lieu, perhaps. Okay, I'm just going to pop these away again. They may come back out, they may not. and we will see what we get in this reading. So I think we're going to start with the tea leaves. So what do we have, please, today? What do we have, please, today? What messages would like to come through today? Thank you. There's something hiding there. That tells me that somebody's been a bit secretive about something. And it's a box. Yeah, it makes sense, right? You will receive a gift. Oh my God, again, a gift, right? You will receive a gift box. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Younger woman, this has come out with this, so I'll read these two together. Younger woman, dealings or a relationship with a younger woman. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. So somebody may have a little bit of a messy brain, can relate. So what else do we have, please? What else do we have? What else do we have for younger woman in forest? Thank you. Oh, quite a bit. Okay, quite a bit there. So I don't know if this is all together, but you will be playing a different role. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Barrel, you feel something lacking in your life, perhaps love, money or goals. So perhaps somebody does have unclear thinking. Maybe a younger woman has unclear thinking about what path to take. It's like, I know that I have to go out on an adventure, right? I know I have to venture in the great wide somewhere. I think Pisces had a bit of that. But it's like, I don't know. I can't see the wood for the trees. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. But they feel like they need to move, right? They feel this sense of lack. Just watch out for lack mentality. Do Google that, because what you think about, you bring about. If you're focusing on lack, then you're kind of reinforcing that with the universe. So you want to have a positive mentality. You want to be like, universe, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm ready to take on new challenges in my life. Therefore, please open the doors and show me the path, right? So you have to do it in a positive way rather than, I don't have this, I don't have that. So just be aware of that. Younger man has landed on lightning. So just, this person may have anger issues, dealing or relationship with a younger man. So we've got a younger man and a younger woman. So if I want to say whoever I'm reading for, there is a younger woman and a younger man involved. Could be children. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. So yeah, this person feels a little bit like a different energy. Tiger, lightning, control your anger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Let's read for box. What's box, please? Anything for box? Oh, wishbone, there's that wish again. A wish is granted, you will receive a gift. Genuinely cannot make it up. And I've put it next to this kind of sunrise, which is a very happy card too. So yeah, it's somebody's getting a wish. Looks like the universe is bringing them a gift. That's the way I'm reading that. Okay, I think that's everything that wants to come out of the tea leaf cards. Let's get an energy. Let's get an energy, please. Tell me. Okay, so it could be something to do with work, something that somebody's put a lot of effort in over time, especially with B as well. B talks to me about collective energy, like working as part of a team, doing your piece, doing the hard work, putting the effort in, right? Possibly serving something else, like the bee serves the queen, right? But it's like working as a team, kind of like Three of Pentacles energy. And the horse as well also talks to me about perseverance, hard work, you know, kind of like they are like you know, like workhorse kind of thing. But they're also, they are always like with this, they always carry this kind of like ready for adventure energy. For me, it's Sagittarius energy, but you don't have to be Sagittarius. It's actually shown as Earth energy. So it's like grounded, doing what needs to be done, like millstone energy, you know, like grindstone, millstone energy, like putting in that hard work, but also being free and like wanting to run wild and wanting to run through the fields and have an adventure, kind of like, you know, like horse riding through the woods. Somebody could be horse riding through the woods, I don't know. But like their intuition guiding them as well. Like trust your intuition with the third eye and the moon there. So we've also got buffalo. So again, hard work, perseverance, really getting perseverance energy through this. Like the buffalo is like, he's really worn. He's like, I'm saying he, she, they, take it as it resonates. Really worn, kind of like a bit bedraggled, right? A bit scraggly, a bit like when you've been out in the rain and you come back home and like your hair's all tattered. So it's like weathering the storm energy, but at the same time, the storm is refreshing. It's liberating. It brings in new ideas. It brings in creativity. So it's like this message, especially with like lightning, it's like weather the storm. Somebody could be dealing with somebody with a bit of a bad temper, and it's like, you know, keep your feet on the ground, keep moving forward. Like, don't let their temperament kind of rock you. You know, the buffalo is sturdy, the horse is sturdy. Okay, let's get something from the Archetypes deck, please, for this reading. Something from the Archetypes deck, please, for this reading. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. the empty room kind of makes me think of the box as well. It's like inside the box, right? But the empty room is a brilliant energy. It's blank canvas energy. It's like, this is an empty space and you can do what you want with it. They often show me, and they're doing it again now, at 50 First Dates, right? 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore, where she's painting the wall. If she's had a good day, she paints the wall and she's happy. So it's like, but every day the dad and the brother, they go in and they paint the wall white again. I'm also watching Russian Doll as well. So this Groundhog Day energy could be something for somebody. Somebody could have a bad memory, can relate. So yeah, it's like empty room, fresh start. Like every time you get up, it's like a new day. The day has potential with the empty room. You've got the Sustainer and the Father are the first two that I saw. So this is very much like King of Pentacles energy. So we could be talking about somebody's actual father, dealings with their own father. Somebody could be a father and they're thinking about their own responsibilities, especially like responsibilities to a group, if with that worker bee energy. And again, Sustainer, it does carry this kind of buffalo energy of like perseverance, maintaining something, putting the work in. So that's really nice energy, actually. I'm also really noticing that both of these have this kind of like the star, right? There's something with this. So okay, so I'm being drawn originally to how they both have like this dot on either side of it, right? But there's something with the dot where on this side there's money, but then it's like something happens where the two stars move from one side into the other side, or vice versa. Like the two stars are separated by the box and then the two stars are together. Yeah, because this card has like the stars on it as well. Like, there's something, do you see what I'm seeing here? There's a message trying to come through this box, right? So you will receive a gift. A wish is granted. And then inside the box, so something like the gift is this lump of clay inside the box. So it's like, but the clay can be molded, right? The clay can be whatever you want it to be. They're telling me a plasticine, like plasticine or Play-Doh. Like the... So there's potential energy with both of these things, the blank room or the blank canvas and the clay blob. It's like it can be crafted, it can be shaped, and it can be shaped by the father, right? So it could be talking about children. Again, like somebody could have a daughter and a son, right? Younger man and younger woman. It could be children. But it's like Libra had this a while ago in a reading that I didn't put up. But they had this thing about being adaptable. So it doesn't have to be Libra, but it's this chameleon-like energy of somebody who can adapt to different environments and different situations. So it's like whatever that environment is that's represented by the box, right, the container, is like shifting to fit the container. So I have been getting this message through in readings quite a lot about like nature or nurture, and you know, the environment that we're raised in. And it came through a lot in the last set of readings with that you know, the Truman Show, like and your perception of the world, but you can only perceive what you've been presented with. So this is very Piaget, if you want to look up Piaget's teaching methods. So it's like you, and this is why this person, I feel, wants to gain experience. You know, it's like that forest and the overwhelm and wanting to play a different role. And it could be talking about playing a different role in terms of like sorry, there's a lot of information to unpack here, so it's coming through quite thick and fast as well. So just kind of bear with me a little bit with this. Again, unclear, muddled thinking. I'm seeing all the trees, right? And I'm trying to get the higher perspective to get the message through. So it's like, actually, just give me a second. I'm just going to take a breath and have a bit of coffee just to kind of get my thoughts clear. Hang on. Okay, literally giving me sentences. So it's like, when you're raised in a certain environment, you grow and adapt to fit that environment, right? So it's like you are shaped by your environment, you are shaped by your experiences, you are shaped by your parents, you are shaped by, you know, the conditioning around you, whether that's conscious or subconscious. And yes, we can have different characters, right? We have different personalities, but at the end of the day, we only know what we have had access to, right? We only have the information we've had access to. And if you're raised in a confined environment, perhaps perhaps a certain, social structure, religion, type of schooling, belief system, social class. Like, it can be all these different things, and you adapt to fit in with that, which is very, very natural, right? It's like caveman type mentality. If I fit in with the group, I'm safe, I'm protected, so therefore I'm gonna, try and change myself to fit whatever the circumstances are, right? So but what happens if you take that clay and put it in a different container? Or like, look at this as well, look at this, exactly, look. So it's like the shape of the container is changing. So Libra was having this thing about being a lump of clay, right? So it's like, no matter what the, like those toys that children have where it's like you put the square in the, the cube in the square and the cylinder in the circle and the, what's it, a trapezium or whatever it's called, the triangle shape. Can't do it. I need to go back to kindergarten. In the triangle, right? It's like fitting the shape in the right box. So it's like the malleability, and it doesn't have to be Libra again, like the malleability of the person who can change their shape to suit their environment, right? And it's like they're not hard like stone. There's a malleability to them. This is somebody who can be crafted. This is somebody who can be taught. They're not fixed. So it could be talking about somebody's mindset as well. So we're dealing with somebody here, and it could be one of these characters or the person that I'm reading for. I feel like the person who I'm reading for is coming through with this father figure, because it feels like the younger woman and the younger man are more childlike. So it's talking about how it could be like trainees as well, like this person, because they've worked so hard, they've got to, they are a big tree in the forest. So it's like they are this father figure. They are this person who can, kind of like Hierophant energy as well, or Emperor energy. They can guide the younger generation in. They can guide in the new workforce, right? They can train people up. They can act like this nurturing energy. So, yeah, definitely something like with this imagery coming through here. So it's like, it feels like this younger woman is entering this forest environment, and it's like they're looking for, like almost like this is a landmark. It's like, sorry, sometimes I'm a bit hesitant to say what's popping into my head. When I'm channeling, I just channel, right? I just read the cards, and sometimes I think, oh, hang on, what am I saying here? Like sometimes I have to check myself. So roll back a little bit there. So it's like looking for guidance, looking for someone to guide them, looking for a father figure, looking for somebody to show them how to adapt to this new environment and play this different role. Interesting, with new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So the benefit to the father is that this person has, because they're younger, right? They have the fresh perspective. They come in with different ideas. They come in from a different environment, right? They're different shaped box. Into this environment where they can bring this fresh perspective. So it's a two-way relationship here. There's benefit on both sides. Not seeing how this younger man fits in yet. So yeah, the sustainer, yeah, going back to King of Pentacles energy, like they put in the work over time, they sustain the environment, I want to say. They sustain the box. So this person could be a little bit four walls, a little bit in the box thinking, a little bit, this is the structure, right? The structure is sound, right? We know that the square is a solid structure, right? We know that, like, it reminds me of, because I used to be a teaching assistant, so I used to work in schools, and it reminded me of like a science or physics class that the children were doing, where they had like straws, like paper straws, and I think they had like blue tack or clay. So they had these two materials, right? These two media, like the paper straws and the clay, and they had to build a structure that would support the weight of whatever, and it was like whichever one could support the most weight won. So they all split up into their little tables, into their little groups, and they went off trying to build these things, and a lot of them did go for like a box first, right? But if you've ever looked at scaffolding, or if you know anything about how to put scaffolding up, you need the cross beams, right? You need the triangle. So like this would actually be a very, very solid structure, because like the circle's supporting the box is supporting the sides of the triangle. So it's like, even though the box works, this is the message that's coming through here, even though the box works, right, the rules work, the way that you've been doing it before, right, the structure of this place, it works as a box, But what if this person comes in and says, have you tried a triangle? And then you try the triangle and you're like, oh, actually, that is actually more supportive. Again, this Maslow's hierarchy of needs keeps coming through. So there's definitely, somebody is definitely either dealing with children or younger people, acting as a role model or a teacher in some sort of way, because I'm getting a lot of, it comes through a lot in Pisces and it comes through a lot in Capricorn. This energy of like, do you notice the triangle shape of the tree as well? Like, I'm leading in the new here. I'm leading in the new generation. I'm leading, so it could be like literally a father to children. It could be, you know, a boss at work who's training up the apprentices. But it's like, I need to stand tall in this forest. I need to, you know, spread my branches, protect the like fledglings kind of thing is how that's coming through. Bridge the gap, perhaps, I don't know. So the nectar and the desert. So I think this is telling me something about like a dry perspective, like again, in the box thinking, like no innovation, because it could be that everybody in that environment is also a box, right? Everybody else has grown to and adapted to fit the box. So you're not getting fresh perspective because everybody's in the box. So it's like you need the people who are the triangles and you need the people who are the circles to come in, because it's very, very healing. This is like elixir. So the desert is wandering through a difficult patch. It's kind of like Dark Night of the Soul, which is really lovely that we've got the buffalo here, because the buffalo could persevere through a desert situation. So it just talks to me, excuse me, a little bit about like maybe somebody who's hit rock bottom, or maybe somebody who's lost their path, right? It feels like there's two people in two different environments, because this feels like somebody who is lost because they don't have any landmarks. There's this thing about landmarks again, like lost because they don't know. It's like everything's the same again, right? Okay, so this feels like, I feel like I'm picking up two people now. So definitely the younger woman feels like, or the younger man, right? They feel like they're over here. The father energy feels like the buffalo energy. It's like they've been in a very dry environment, right? They've been in this box. They've been in this stale, tried and tested, you know, reliable, but unexciting environment. It could be, again, a collective message, because this person wanted freedom and adventure. So it's like persevering through that, persevering through the storms that, you know, the family face or the workplace face, you know, and being a bit grizzled. It's like being, but also being experienced through that, right? It's like, I've faced these storms before. I've faced these trials. I've faced these dry spells. We can get through this. Like, I know I've got that perseverance energy. The nectar feels a little bit more like this energy, because this adaptable energy, right? This energy is like looking for excitement, you know, very much like Belle, like, I need adventure in the great wide somewhere. It's like getting on the horse representing freedom as well, like freedom, excitement, like going exploring. So where this person was kind of like, everything's the same, this person's like, everything's new, but it's overwhelming. So it's like two different kind of perspectives. But the nectar is really, really beautiful, and there's something here with the nectar and the father card, can you see, with the black and the white, where it's almost like, it's kind of making me think of like when you tap a tree, right? When you tap a tree and the it's like the pine resin or whatever it is comes out, or maple syrup is a good example, like something really sweet, right, and nourishing and fulfilling. So the nectar card heals pain. The nectar card is like ambrosia, right? It gives sustenance, again with like the sustainer energy. It gives sustenance, it nurtures, you know, it provides for, you know, the tree provides for the creatures in the environment. Like the bee can come and, you know, get the pollen from the trees, if the flowers, if it's a flowering tree. So this is an energy of like somebody who sustains their environment. Okay. What else do I ask then? I don't really know. Tell me more about a wish is granted and you will receive a gift. Strength. So somebody may need confidence here with this. They may it may be something to do with a connection that supports as well, because the strength card can talk about two individuals who back each other up and give each other confidence and kind of nurture each other. There could be something about leadership. Somebody could be wishing for a leadership position, with it being like Leo energy and the tiger, and there is a change there as well. But it's like the lion is protecting the lamb, and it has that feeling too of like the father, right, who's the strong character protecting the lamb, which is these kind of like childlike energies. I may just pull another one on that younger man. I'm not sure, because it feels like the father protecting the child, right? And it doesn't have to. It is a woman. It is a younger woman, right? It's the father is the father. The younger woman is the younger woman. So, who's the younger man? I want to ask, because I haven't got their energy yet. So who's the younger man? Who's the younger man? Right, what's this about? Tiger, younger man, lightning, control your anger. Oh, it could be that because the father was once a young man. So it's like when the father was younger, perhaps they had anger problems. The father, tell me about young man. Tell me about the Ten of Swords for young man. So the Ten of Swords in the upright is like a betrayal, being stabbed in the back and ending. But in the reverse, it's like, it's not an ending. It's not an ending. You were not betrayed, right? So not betrayed. The communication about this, and this is a card energy about moving on and moving forward and moving to calmer waters. But remember, this person's been going through some sort of storm, right? So like leaving the storm behind, coming out on the other side of this. If anyone's identifying with this energy, it's like, don't do anything drastic, right? Don't stab anyone in the back. Don't slam the door and walk out. Like watch your anger, be temperate, wait for more information, kind of thing. I'm not sure on that one, honestly. This one's a bit of a mystery to me. Tell me about the father and the sustainer. I like this energy. There's definitely some sort of ending here. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is this energy. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So it's walking away. So it is this energy of like, I have to walk away from this. I have to, like, where I am. Again, remember, this person could have been feeling very, very bored, very frustrated, very stagnant, right? It's kind of giving me when you walk through the storm, that like, I get the Lana Del Rey version because it's the one that I listen to, but when you walk through the storm, right? So it's like, and hold your head up high, right? Don't have a temper tantrum. Hold your head up high. You know, be a good example for others to follow. But it's like the need to get out of this box mentality, out of this, it's like the same four walls. It has this kind of cooped up feeling. So there is a need for somebody to go out on a journey of discovery, right? To go out into the forest and explore a little bit. So it's almost like that. It's almost like this energy matches this energy. I want to say they're coming from two different environments, the desert and the forest, but they both have this sense of needing discovery, needing to find out what's out there, needing to explore different spaces, right? Again, you adapt to fit the environment that you're raised in. So if you've been raised in one environment and you haven't experienced other situations, then you don't know what you're capable of. You don't know what your potential is, because you as much as the box protects, right, it also stifles growth. If you think about a plant growing in a certain container, it's going to or a fish, yes, thank you, gave me a different example. A fish will grow to fit the size of the tank. So if you have a small tank and lots of fish, you'll get lots of little fish. If you have a really big tank, and I have experience of this, really, really big tank and one fish in there, that fish is going to grow to its maximum capacity. So what is the size of your container? Have you outgrown your container? So tell me about younger woman and Boris, please. Three Swords and Hermit. This person could feel very lonely. They are experiencing some heartbreak. Whatever's causing them emotional pain, and again, here's like the threads, right? There's something about these red threads. Whatever's caused them, feels like past energy. It feels like the Five of Pentacles as well. Feels like dealing with abandonment, dealing with doors being shut to them, dealing with being locked out of situations, dealing with rejection. Yeah, dealing with rejection, dealing with their emotions around feeling rejected, like FOMO, you know, why didn't I get that job? Why doesn't that person love me? Why did I not get invited to that party? So anything where this person feels rejected and has that emotional pain from that, like coming to terms with it, like being good on their own, you know, finding that clarity, finding that inner light, finding that unconditional love from within, spending some time in solitude, figuring out exactly, like pulling on those strings, right? It's like the strings pull them, apart. So it's like thinking, I'm not a victim of circumstance. I'm going to grab onto each one of these strings and I'm going to pull them and I'm going to see what's on the other end. Like what's causing these feelings? Like, why do I care that I'm rejected? What's underneath that? So it's like digging deeper into the onion kind of thing, and like peeling back the layers and saying, okay, I had this reaction to this situation. Why did I have that reaction to this situation? So it could be like, you know, like daddy issues, like, you know, I had an absent father, so therefore, you know, I chase people who I think give me that nurturing energy, can relate. So yeah, but so it's like when a situation arises that causes that pain, you know, and it makes you feel rejected and it causes that pain, going, okay, what's behind this? Why was I craving that relationship in the first place? Why was I craving that job in the first place? Like, why did I crave recognition from others? Yeah, and just figuring it out and being good on your own. So yeah, it feels like this person's done the work. I want to know, where is this going then? I'm just going to ask actually from this deck. So I'm using Mirror of the Soul. Is there anything left for this energy to heal? What does this person need to heal? Or what should this person focus on, please? What should this person focus on? Oh, quite a few things. Ace of Discs. So getting things off the ground, making a plan, getting things started, you know, getting an investment, securing a little bit of money. It's also receiving a gift, right? It can be a gift is coming your way. And debauch and ruin. Okay, I don't know. Debauch and ruin. Seven of Cups. A lot of options. And 10 of Swords. That's the betrayal. That's the backstabbed energy. I guess take that as a bit of a warning. I don't know. I'm going to put those away and I'm going to ask about the father. Tell me about the father. What does the father need to work on or focus on? Princess of Swords. Yeah, so gaining a little bit more information, gathering more information. Again, like studying, coming up with a plan, watching, waiting. Like information is coming your way. Okay. Tell me about younger man and tell me about lightning, control your anger or you'll be sorry. The Star. That's a very healing energy. It's about dreams and wishes. Yeah. It's like don't mess up your dreams by losing your temper. And there's something coming through about like walking away too soon or stabbing someone in the back, like on impulse. It's like wait for more information. Let's get some advice. What do I want to go for advice? Maybe Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid for advice. Oh, what was the song? Don't Stop Me Now by Queen was the song that randomised for this reading. So we'll get a couple more songs at the end. So advice, poised. Okay. Mending there as well. Yeah, just feel a little bit like relationships being mended. Maybe like parent-child relationships, and not even like necessarily with your own parent, but you know, healing inside yourself. You know, spending a little bit of time, especially with that hermit energy, spending a little bit of time thinking about, you know, how you were raised, what your parents were like, what kind of values and morals did they give to you? Do they agree with you? Like, do they fit your new environment? Because, you know, generationally, the environment that our parents were raised in is different to the environment that we're raised in and the environment that our children are raised in. So things adapt, things change. You know, for example, mobile phones weren't a thing when, you know, the older generation were around, and the younger generation are very, very familiar with technology. So that obviously brings in certain changes. You know, things like birth control and the development of that can change how a society behaves. So what works for one generation may not necessarily work for another generation. So what values are you holding on to? What values were you given? Do they actually suit you? Do they fit? Or are you aching to break free of a certain mold and, you know, try out a different environment? Be careful, especially this younger woman, because that's quite a vulnerable position. It's quite naive, you know, to be like Belle, wanting to have adventure and, you know, discover new things. You know, there's people who can take advantage of that. So if you're that person, be careful. Poised. Being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. And here we've got confidence, right? You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to you again, like this feels like this, right? You will be playing a different role. Like there's new ideas, new potential, the empty room mentality. A new phase of your life is about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Let's just grab my other phone. Where's it gone? And get you a couple of advice songs. So let's have a light bulb moment song. So I'm going to do it off camera just because of the reflectivity. You don't need to see my morning face. I'm going to be honest with you, not even brushed my teeth yet, guys. So you can smell something, it's me. So I'm still on my morning coffee. Like I said, I'm trying to rush so I can get out with my daughter. So can I get a light bulb moment song, please? So the people who are watching this reading who are resonating with it, hello, what needs to be heard, please? What needs to be heard? What needs to be heard? Light bulb moment. Honesty. I guess people have to be honest with each other. Honesty by Billy Joel. If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you need to live. But if you look for truthfulness, you might just as well be blind. It always seems to be so hard to give. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is ever hardly heard, and mostly what I need from you. I can always find someone to say they sympathise if I wear my heart out on my sleeve, but I don't want some pretty face to tell me pretty lies. All I want is someone to believe. This leads me to things like, you know, Richard II and phone shush. So it makes me think of, you know, when somebody is in some sort of leadership position, when somebody is that father figure, you know, they need people to be honest with them, because it's like, I have to make decisions, you know, the emperor, right? I have to make decisions here because I'm in a position of authority. You know what, the decisions I make, they affect a lot of people. So I need honest feedback. I need people to be truthful with me. I need facts, so I can make decisions based on facts. Because if people come to me telling me what I want to hear, you know, we're going to have a Richard II moment, which is not good, right? It leads to his downfall because he's got these panderers around him. So finding people who are honest is hard for a person in this position. Especially when they have something to give, right? Especially when this is the person who can promote people, or, you know, invest, or, you know, this is the person that can give people what they want. You know, you're going to have people pleasers. So yeah. So that's the light bulb moment. Can we please get the best advice, please? The best advice for this reading. Really help people out here. Best advice. Café Deluxe by Osei the 7th. Osei. All the songs will be in the description box down below. I try to pretend I'm the strongest, that one friend you have that can endure pain the longest. I try to bury my feelings so far you can't see them, and try to put meaning to all the bad things I'm thinking. And one by one they come to the edge, and everyone slips and falls in the trench. But I warned you to stay away. They said I'm damaged in every way. Now I'm just sitting at the Café Deluxe and saying, baby, what do you want from me? You're the only one that would ever talk to me. And I know I shouldn't be talking to a coffee cup, but you're the only one that lets me open up. Okay, so let's just, what's this? Hang on. So I'm on, just so you know, I'm on Spotify here, so it comes up with the lyrics. At times I look into the mirror and wonder what they see and why they couldn't see me clearer. I try to hide in the shadows to protect my ego from all the dangerous people who threw my smile out the window. Okay. So I hope that is helpful to somebody, and yeah, have a good day. I'm gonna go out and take my daughter out before she has this moment of like, I can't be in these four walls anymore. I need to get outside. I'm a Sagittarius. I need to run in the fields. All right, so do take care of yourselves. I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.